Unlock the secret strategy that turns you into a magnet for your dream man while sending every fuckboy running. Let's start with some brutal honesty. Fuckboys aren't just annoying, they're strategic. According to relationship experts, a fuckboy is defined as someone who will do or say nice things with only the sole intention of having sex. But here's what most women don't realize. They're not just after sex. They're after emotional fulfillment and ego validation without giving anything real in return. Think about your last situationship. Did he ever ask about your day? Did his words match his actions? If you're shaking your head right now, you've encountered a textbook fuckboy. These guys are masters of manipulation, and they specifically target women who haven't learned to spot their patterns. If you're constantly questioning whether a guy likes you, he's probably a fuckboy. Quality men make their intentions clear. Before we dive into how to attract better men, it's important to understand why fucky boys keep showing up in your life over and over again. This isn't random luck or some mysterious curse. It's usually tied to patterns you might not even realize you have. Fuckboys are naturally drawn to women who have unclear boundaries, who seek external validation to feel worthy, who tend to make excuses for bad behavior, or who have a deep fear of being alone. The harsh reality is that these guys have a keen radar for insecurity and vulnerability from a mile away. That sinister grin you may have noticed on their face, that's the exact moment they know they've got you hooked, and they actually find it amusing to manipulate your emotions and keep you off balance. Understanding this dynamic is the first step to breaking the cycle and attracting the kind of men who truly deserve your time and energy. What if I told you that changing just one thing about how you show up could make every fuckboy in your vicinity lose interest overnight? Let's flip the script and talk about what really makes a man high quality. It's not just about his job or car, though financial stability does play a role. High-quality men have traits that go way beyond surface stuff. First, they're confident but don't need constant attention. They're not trying to be the life of the party or posting thirst traps all day. Next, they're respectful and supportive, not just of you, but of everyone around them. They cheer you on and back your goals. Then there's emotional intelligence. They handle conflicts with empathy and keep their cool no matter what's going on. Lastly, they're committed to personal growth, always striving to be the best version of themselves. Here's something crucial. High-quality men are attracted to women who mirror these same qualities. They're not looking for someone to fix or someone who needs constant validation. They want a partner who enhances their already fulfilling life. Here's the big plot twist. Attracting amazing men isn't about changing who you are. It's about being unapologetically yourself. Confidence starts with building a strong relationship with yourself. When you don't feel good enough, rejection only fuels more rejection. But real, authentic confidence? That's magnetic to high-quality men and repels fuckboys. So how do you build that unshakable confidence? First, know your worth. Understand your values and what you bring to the table. Don't settle for less than you deserve. When you truly value yourself, you won't accept breadcrumbs when you deserve a feast. Next, invest in yourself. High-quality men are drawn to women who pursue personal growth, chase passions, and keep leveling up. This isn't about changing, it's about enhancing who you already are. Finally, live a fulfilling life. Men are attracted to independent, smart women with their own rich lives. This shows you're not dependent on validation, which is a major turn-on for secure men and a deal-breaker for fuckboys who feed on insecurity. Here's where most women get it wrong. They think being chill and having no boundaries makes them more attractive. Nope. That's dead wrong. Boundaries aren't walls, they're selective gates. Research proves healthy boundaries boost your self-esteem. When you set and enforce them, it's like putting up a "No fuckboys allowed" sign. So what boundaries do you need? First, communication standards. If he only texts late at night or takes hours to reply while active on social media, that's not mysterious. That's disrespectful. You deserve timely, consistent communication. Next, relationship clarity. If he won't define things after a reasonable time, he's showing you your place. Don't settle for, "Let's see where this goes," dragging on for months. Respect is key. He should ask about your day, remember what you say, and genuinely care. If conversations only circle around sex or surface stuff, that's a red flag. Lastly, protect your time and energy. You're not just available for last-minute hangouts when it suits him. Quality men plan dates and make real effort during reasonable hours. Here's the real deal about what makes men actually pursue you, and it might surprise you. First, authenticity beats perfection every time. High-quality men want the real you, not a polished, filtered version. Be honest about your interests and values. Next, independence wins over neediness. If you want him to text more, don't be available all the time. Give him space to miss you and reach out on his own. Then there's mystery versus oversharing. Don't reveal everything right away. Leaving a little mystery keeps things intriguing and makes you stand out. Finally, growth beats stagnation. Men who are working on themselves are naturally drawn to women who are committed to personal development too. Let's talk about how to spot fuckboys with a simple detection system. First up is their approach. They come on fast and aggressive, treating dating like a game and trying to be smooth operators. If someone is moving too quickly, be cautious. Next, their communication is a red flag. Either they text super fast because they're juggling with others, or they take forever to reply but stay active elsewhere. Neither is a good sign. When it comes to commitment, they avoid labels, keep you out of their social circle, and only hang out on their terms. If you're still a secret after weeks or months, you're not a priority. Lastly, the narcissism pattern shows up everywhere. Their social media is full of party pics and attention grabs. They talk about themselves nonstop but rarely show real interest in you. Once you know these patterns, spotting FC boys becomes way easier. Here's where theory meets reality. It's time for actionable steps you can start right now. First, do some internal work. Define your non-negotiables before dating. Identify patterns in past relationships. Build a life you love, independent of romance, and practice self-compassion while challenging negative self-talk. Next, set boundaries by creating clear communication standards and sticking to them. Saying no to plans that don't match your values, stopping excuses for bad behavior, and trusting your intuition when something feels off. Then focus on attraction by being pleasable instead of trying to please. When you're happy and content, that energy is magnetic. Become a great listener by using phrases like "I hear you" without jumping to give advice, show appreciation for good behavior while ignoring the bad, and trust him to handle things instead of micromanaging. Finally, put your plan into action by meeting people through activities you genuinely enjoy, making eye contact and smiling at those you find interesting, starting conversations or asking for help when needed, and exchanging numbers when you enjoy talking to someone. You can't attract what you don't believe you deserve. If you're always worried about being too much or not enough, you're living in a scarcity mindset, and that only draws in men who confirm those insecurities. The truth is, high-quality men aren't intimidated by confident, self-assured women. They're drawn to them. So stop waiting to be chosen. Stop shrinking yourself to fit someone else's idea of what you should be. You're not auditioning for a role in his life. He's auditioning for one in yours. And when you really start to believe that, everything shifts. Fuckboys, they fall off fast because confident women aren't easy to manipulate. You stop accepting bare minimum behavior because you know exactly what you bring to the table. Your confidence becomes magnetic. People feel it before you even speak. And the men you attract, they see your worth and want to build with you, not break you down. Imagine dating without constantly questioning where you stand. Picture having a partner who's excited to introduce you to his friends, who plans actual dates, and who consistently shows up for you. This isn't a fantasy. It's what happens when you stop accepting less than you deserve. The woman who attracts high-quality men isn't perfect. She's self-aware. She doesn't have all the answers. She's committed to growth. She doesn't need a man to complete her. She wants a partner to complement her already fulfilling life. You have everything you need to attract the love you want. The only question is, are you ready to stop settling for anything less than extraordinary? Remember, every fuckboy you repel is making space for your person to find you. Trust the process, trust yourself, and watch how quickly your dating life transforms when you start operating from a place of self-worth rather than self-doubt. Your ideal man is out there, and he's looking for exactly what you have to offer. Make sure you're ready to recognize him when he shows up. Well, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more such content.